good evening. A warm welcome, as always, to the Patriot this evening, Sons Liberty.
Good
Fred,
evening.
Steve, Mark. Thank you for taking the time to chat to us guys here at MPM. You've had a really busy start to the year, kicking off New Wave of Classic Rock, HRH in Leicester, I believe.
Yeah. We played at the O2 in Leicester, which was a really nice start to the year. Great crowd and
The response was incredible, wasn't it?
yeah, really nice, wasn't it? Really nice. And,
Yeah.
and nice to see people out so early in the year when everything is going on.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And,
Yeah,
it's-
you know,
everything's tight.
Times are really tough.
Really tough.
But
Yeah.
we've got a solid fan base. You've got the New Wave of Classic Rock, emerging rock bands, entitle it whatever you like. They are giving some tangible feel to a scene.
There's a movement, isn't there? There's a whole. Yeah, I suppose we kind of. It's so nice because we lived through the wilderness years.
Yeah.
When guitar-based music was massively unfashionable, and there's so much good music out there. A lot of those bands are really writing and recording and performing as good as anything.
Oh God, yeah.
As good as anything.
And
It's
they're
almost like a second.
half our age as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's half our age.
It's also like
No,
it's a
that's
second
But I mean,
coming.
we were there the first
absolutely,
time.
You know, there's quite a number of festivals, your Rock Stocks, your Winter's Ends, which you've graced both stages. They're all picking up on this. It's developing the
Well, it's lovely. It's like classic rock as well. It's lovely. They are now writing about current bands that are still performing that kind of music that our generations kind of grew up with. It's taken a while because I stopped getting classic rock a while ago. I'm getting it again now because it was just the same. It was it was great.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can write about Deep Purple and Thin Lizzy that you haven't read.
Exactly.
Because they're not around to do the interviews in the same way.
No, quite. It's about what's happening here and now in these clubs, the underground, emerging, whatever you want to call it. There's definitely something there, and you guys are definitely riding that wave. The 2 EPs you kicked off with, followed up by the 2 albums, playlisted singles. The whole thing does it take a little bit of believing? Still like a pinch yourself
Yeah,
sort of moment?
always, isn't it? It's just
I think that's an understatement.
you can't. We work hard,
For sure.
but that's not. It's just a joy, isn't it? It's just like a privilege. We played at a festival in France last year, Reims Fest, with the Darkness choir. We're going to name dropping stuff.
But no, please name drop.
Grand Slam, and then a load of great European bands.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what is going on?
Yeah, we're with them as well, aren't
we
we?
are so lucky, aren't we? And you do pinch yourself all the time. Winterstorm again. We're in the hotel with John Corabi and Marco Mendoza and Glenn and Chris Glenn Dougie White and stuff. I'm name dropping. I'm not.
No,
We're there.
you're there justifiably.
I'm not. Yeah, but you just think we're in the bar chatting, and this is not real, is it? It's ridiculous.
I can only remember the start of that. I can't remember the end. It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Did it happen? It might
when
not have happened.
Marco Mendoza said, "I've got to go to bed because I've got to be up in an hour to catch a flight."
Well, it's hardly worth going back to bed.
It
was
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But it's just mad, isn't it?
Oh,
It's mad.
It is. It was lovely to bump into some old acquaintances of mine as well while we were up in Winterstorm. That was great.
Yeah.
The old Kingdom of Madness.
Mark Stanway and those guys.
Because back when I was about 4,
and Mark was about 25.
I was in a band and we supported Magnum, did a full UK tour.
No way.
Yeah, so bumped into Mickey Barker. Mickey recognised me straight away. Come on, like that.
Yeah.
And
The bloke with a real big drum kit.
yeah, that's how they remember me. Yeah. So that was great to have a chat with them and everything, and
Generally nice guys.
oh, wonderful! And they couldn't believe I was still playing.
I know, they thought, you go back to the late 70s, early 80s when people were sort of in competition, who's going to be the next best thing. Well, nowadays it's not turning out like that. Everyone's so friendly and everyone's so. Oh yeah, you did really well on that.
It's
I
a real
really like that
community,
song.
isn't it?
What a fantastic album!
Because I think the single charts are something that's gone now.
It is, yeah.
It's a
I mean,
bygone thing.
all that has just disappeared now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
the album charts. Are
Everybody
probably
wants
more
the
relevant.
best for everybody else.
Yeah, but there definitely is. You see it on just a gig basis where there's so much mutual respect. I think that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
And it's really refreshing to see that, because at the heart of it, at the very nucleus, it's quite a dog-eat-dog industry.
The business side of it is, but it's not. The musicians aren't interested in that. I don't think.
No,
no. I don't know anyone that is.
Guitar man
So I
got
think,
famous,
yeah.
businessman got rich.
And I think,
Classic-
because
classic
like no
words,
one's
isn't it?
getting rich
Yeah.
anymore, really.
No.
That's gone.
Yeah.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's a really good. You kind of get to know all these people that are doing the same thing as you. I don't know. It is, the original thing. Yes, it's pinch yourself all the time.
Yeah, and you take this full circle. When you guys started as a cover band with this lineup, you were covering a band called Preacher Stone, I believe, and now you're bringing them across the Atlantic. It's all co-headline with you in a few weeks' time.
Full circle, isn't it?
It's
Full
just amazing.
Circle. Yeah. We used to cover a couple of their songs, and the hookup with the American bands is phenomenal. And we have got reasonably, not for a band that hasn't played over there, we've got quite a good following over there, and that's ridiculous as well. And in Europe. I think I'm dreaming now. Actually, I'm going to wake up in a minute.
What, was Gary?
Oh no, not that's a nightmare, not a dream.
yeah.
Gary's interviewing me.
No. You'll make me blush, Mark. You'll make me blush. No, I mean, in all seriousness, when we first met you guys, introducing stage, Butlins.
Yeah.
What's that about? 2016?
4 years ago.
18.
18 was
2018
it?
was
Then
it?
you won.
5 years ago.
Went on to the main stage, blew that apart. In fact, a very similar path to your support act this evening, Blackwater Redemption,
that's
as
right.
Western Sand.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things, paths cross over. And you think, there is something really fascinating happening here. This revival. And the support, the groundswell is really encouraging.
Yeah, and again, it's thanks to it's people like Ange that runs this place, and all the grassroots venues and the festival organisers. They're not big. A lot of these are not big festivals.
No, quite.
They're all run by people that love the scene, and
It's not a corporation, I think is what
no,
you're trying to
it's
get
not
at.
a faceless corporation. It's people that kind of grew up with it
it's not going to be make a quick buck very fast.
There's a lot of helpers which without them these festivals wouldn't take place. I think they'd be the first to admit that. If they haven't got like 50 people volunteering to help out, then it doesn't happen. And it's all those people who often don't get thanked.
Yeah, that's it. When you look round, say Steelhouse or Love Rock, Call of the Wild, you've got some amazing people at the top and behind the scenes, but there's a whole army of people who believe in that whole ethos of let's put some stages on to give people like yourselves a chance to play just fucking good quality rock and roll.
Well, some of them are. Not my house. But no, and the music's good, isn't it? There's just so much good music out there.
It's unbelievably good.
And I think it's lovely to see people that probably haven't bought new music for a long time by actually getting behind the bands and getting behind the scene and the venues and the festivals. But it's all, I don't know, it's great. It's a great time, and although it's difficult for everybody in lots of ways, with where we are as a in the world, really, it's.
Without grassroots
the scene's
support,
the best it's been, isn't it?
Without grassroots support from the venues
since,
and people, you've had it.
Definitely.
Simple as. That's
I
why
like this scene better than the.
There was a good scene, I'd say late 80s, when you got Thunder, Little Angels, the Choir Boys, Dogs to More coming through.
Yeah,
and that was like the old days of the uni circuit.
Yeah.
But I think this is deeper, broader.
It's much more down to earth and local, isn't it? There's
Very much so.
lots of rock clubs. We get to play great places all up and down the country.
Yeah, as highlighted by the forthcoming Preacher Stone tour.
We're doing like nine shows in 10 days.
Yeah, and they're all You've got Leo's, you've got the Feckler, you've got Trillions, Bannerman's, I believe, in Edinburgh, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bannerman's.
Yeah, and they're all
Cafe.
known names.
Yeah.
And, you know, slowly but surely there is that framework coming for a really vibrant underground scene, and then wallop, we get hit with COVID, the cost of living, but the fittest will survive.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I think, it's probably the wrong thing to say really, but it's a lot of, you know, we have quite a mature audience. Because people have never left that scene.
No, absolutely.
But the lovely thing is, you're starting to see. We went to see Chris Barris, didn't we, in Bristol?
Last weekend, yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. There's a lot of young people there.
Yeah.
A lot of young people. The music is cutting through, and it's now, it hasn't done for a while, and it's you can see this now. You can see, you know, there's people going to, you know, those Dan Crows shows or Massive Wagons and stuff. There's a younger audience that are going to.
That demographic's really, really important.
I think people are realising that, how can we put it? There are real musicians out there who play real instruments.
Yeah.
And it's not all scratchy and, you know, whatever else going on.
No.
There's proper music out there who play.
Yeah, and it's not about getting that highest single chart position anymore. It's not that, oh, I'm number one, therefore I'm better than the number two, number three. It's, hold on a minute, guys, there's a shitload of bands out there that are playing
just enjoy
phenomenal
it.
music.
Enjoy the music. Yeah.
And I think that's what we're going to do this evening with you guys, Blackwater Redemption. It's just going to be another kick-ass show here at the Patriot.
We always try. Yeah.
Absolutely, and succeed as well.
Thank you.
No, gentlemen, thank you very much
Oh,
for your time, Fred.
Great seeing you.
Mark,
Thank you, Gary.
Steve.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.